Welcome back to our final segment of the show this morning. We're joined by Deanna Gomez, She's the focal point for Mad City Money Project. Good morning, Ms. Gomez. And Lucien Dawson, he's a committee member for the Father Marion Ganey Quiz Contest Committee. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about this particular quiz competition. Who are the participants and which schools and where do they come from?
Okay, well, for the Marion Ganey quiz contest, this is the second year it's running. We decided to bring back the quiz competition because we realized that, you know, we're not doing enough outreach. So as a part of doing our
you realize that?
Yes.
Well, we do outreach, but mostly financial literacy, not so much in terms of understanding the credit union movement. And so this quiz competition does that.
Right. And so what the competition aims to do is to create awareness about financial literacy and the credit union movement and the benefits of joining a credit union in your local communities.
Tell me very quickly what are the benefits of joining credit union?
Well, first and foremost, you're covered for your loan when you die. Other financial institutions do not.
Well, nobody interested in when they die, because that's so like something where
you don't have to pass on that burden.
And then you have a say. Well, you appreciate this, Mr. Bradley. You know, you have a say in the running of your operations of your credit union. You get to decide who are your board of directors, who get to be on the supervisory and the credit committees. So
you get an input into how much dividends you get back or so, or the part there?
Well, you have to encourage your other members to borrow.
All right. But is it somebody going to try open an account at one of the credit union? Because at the bank it's just ridiculous. You can't open an account at Belize anymore. You just got you from side to side. Bring this, bring that, bring that. Is it easy to open a credit union account?
It's easy, but we have to follow central bank regulations.
No man carrying a quote enough to follow them.
We mean carrying
because the central bank was the regulator, is the regulatory body, and I just heard on the news some months ago on credit union in one of the districts collapsed. That's absolutely disgraceful, and I'm sorry to jump on over that, but how can a credit union go down? How? Because my point is though, is it easy to join a credit union?
Yes, it's fairly easy to join a credit union. But I'm saying we ask for those.
Is there a minimum amount of money you have to carry to join a credit union?
Yeah, well, it varies according to the credit union bylaws.
Like how much? $50 you have to have? 100?
Some are as little as 20 up to 150.
Okay. The quiz. It's scheduled for Friday of this week?
Yes.
In terms of the number of participants and where they're coming from, what are we looking at? What can we look forward to?
We have 10 participants, and it's national. It's a national quiz competition. We've done regional eliminations already. So we have Belize District, Cayo District, Toledo District, and we have where else?
Orange Walk.
Orange Walk, yes, and Orange Walk. So this year we don't have anybody coming from Corozal, because keep in mind we depend on our credit unions to work with us with this. So this year we only have 4 of our credit unions who are working with the national quiz competition. So it's St. John's, who Lucien represents, St. Martin's Credit Union, which is from the west, HRCU, which is from Belize District, and Toledo Teachers Credit Union. So we're hoping that as we move along, it becomes not an option for credit unions, but it becomes where all of our credit unions put forth students to be part of the national quiz competition. But like Lucien said earlier, we're bringing it back. So last year was the first year, this year is our second, and we're hoping by next year we don't have where we are saying only some of our credit unions are partaking, but all
the credit unions are part of a wider body, which is the league. This idea, I'm assuming, was born out of the league, correct? There was a gathering of some sort where this idea was pitched, and some credit unions latched onto it, etc.
It started on a regional level.
Okay.
And so now we're trying to make it national. So there were some credit unions doing it, some weren't doing it. We thought, let's do it nationwide. And so I think that's where the growth process is now, in terms of getting all of the credit unions to see this as a signature event for the credit union movement. And so that we don't have to go through every year checking to see if you're participating or not, but it's a given. You're participating in our national quiz competition, you're participating in our financial literacy program, which is what we call Mad City Money.
Now,
So,
if my social studies served me right, Father Marion Ganey was the founder of the credit union movement in Belize, correct? Or the
Yes.
credit in Belize,
Yes,
right?
in Belize, but he started the first two credit unions actually in the south. That is St. Peter's Clavers and St. Joseph.
Which are still going?
No, they're still
They're
they're not.
defunct.
They own, well, they are part of the Ola credit union movement. What we have found is that the three remaining credit unions from the 40s is HRCU, St. John's, and St. Francis Xavier, because those were a part of the original. Oh, I'm sorry, St. Martin's as well.
St. Francis Xavier is in Corozal.
Corozal, yes.
Okay.
The participants are what, an age group? There's an age group? of
Yes, it's an
participants?
age group. The competition is geared towards students in Standard 4 and Standard 5.
They must join the credit union or be a
No,
member?
they don't have to join the credit
As long as
union.
they're a
but
student?
As long as they're a student in school and they're in Standards 4 and 5. We don't ask for Standard 6 because we realize that they're preparing for their
And all
exams.
participants are given a credit union book? Or just, or just the winners?
No, in the regionals, you know, yes, all contestants get a credit union book, but then what we do is that we give cash prizes on a national level.
As well?
Okay.
Yes, we give cash prizes to the school, and then we're going to give prizes to the students.
Is it a thematic?
Tell us
quiz?
what are the prize, make the people in, what are the prize then? Some big fat $5,000 check or what the price?
Well, first prize, the winning school will get $3,000 cash. The second place winner, their schools get $2,000, and then the third place gets $1,000, and then the winning student gets a laptop. And then second prize gets a tablet, and then third prize gets a smartphone.
I was asking if this is a thematic quiz where there's a specific subject within the credit union or within the, what is it, the financial sector, savings.
It's credit
and that
union.
sort of
It's
stuff.
credit union information. So you're going to ask you terminologies that relate to the credit unions and doing business with credit unions. It's going to ask you a bit of the history, and then so that there's set questions that are given to the students, so they have questions to study from.
Okay.
So when you come, and then we go to the elimination process. So the final determining set would be questions that are not on the list that you were given. So you are encouraged to go research and find out more information other than what's there.
Yeah.
And that usually is what helps us to decide the winner. Because we have, not that I need to tell you this, but our students are bright. And the ones who make it to the finals, then questions on that paper, they know those.
Yeah.
So if you've made it to the final 3 or 4, you know everything that's on that paper. So usually for us to end up with a winner,
To
it
break
has
the
to
tie,
be-
so to speak.
Right.
we end up having to go to that reserve list, as we call it. Which,
Who have reached the final?
who have reached the finals? Well, remember we've done regional.
Right, so out of that, who are now going up against whom?
So we have, every district has 2.
Alright.
So we have 2 from Belize district,
And
2
two
from
from
Stan
each
Creek.
2 from Stan Creek,
Yes.
2 from Toledo, 2 from Orange Walk. So it's 2 students per district.
We have
And
10
then
students, sorry, there are 10 going up.
yes, 10, and excluding Corozal. What happened is that we do a regional, and then the final 2 would proceed on to the nationals, and then from there, the proceedings of the competition is that when we ask the questions, then it's at every 2 rounds eliminated. Yes, the first 2 rounds they're eliminated, so 7 students go on, and then after that they're eliminated 2 by 2.
Where this is going to happen?
Well, it's going to happen this Friday at the Octavia Waite Center in San Ignacio. What happened, the committee has decided and passed a resolution wherever the champion comes from, whatever district, that's the district we take it to. So last year, which was our first year, we did it in Belize City. And so the first winner came from Cayo. So now we have to take it to Cayo.
Okay. Any appeal for students, parents to come out and watch?
Yes, we're encouraging students to come out, encourage your parents to come out as well. I know different credit unions are coordinating for in their district. If you need transportation, anything, contact your local credit union to see how they can advise with that as well, to get to the location. And
I like that. How do I advise with that?
All right, well,
Right, boss.
guys, it's been a pleasure. I don't know if you want to take this opportunity once again to go briefly over what the idea of the quiz is, and one final appeal for Belizeans to either join a credit union.
It's live on one of the television stations. Any of the stations are
Is
carrying.
it going to be carried live?
We were doing
Not sure.
it radio.
Okay.
And I think that's because of we were having a little decision whether we can afford to do that. So
Okay.
it all everything comes down to money.
Dollars
Yes,
and
we're credit
cents.
unions, but it all comes down to money and sponsorship. And so we were thinking of doing it radio, but I think we may very well end up just doing a big publicity after the
Publicity
event
run after.
and do the local radio stations in Cayo district, which unfortunately won't go as wide as we'd want, but we have to work with the budget.
So you'll grow accordingly. Hopefully by next year, there'll be finances and there'll be more credit unions on
Isani could
board.
cover the event and report on it Monday to the nation.
Of course, and that is what we want,
inviting
is to invite the media to come and cover it.
You know, and if any reporter wants to come out, just know that the competition starts at 9 and it ends at 12. So you could cover your story between 9 and 11, and by 12 you reach you catch the winner.
No problem. I'll
But
put that
the
on
two
my-
messages I would want to leave
Certainly.
here with, there are two key things that the Belize Credit Union movement does, and that's all credit unions we encourage to be part of, and it's the Marion Ganey quiz competition and the Mad City Money financial literacy program that we do. So we're reaching out to our high school age for the financial literacy, to our primary school age students for quiz competition. And this is what the credit unions are doing as an outreach, as an educational aspect of what we give back to our community. And these are signature events for our movement, you know. So we want to encourage schools to participate, you know, in these. So there are more primary schools that can participate when we ask for participation for the primary school quiz competition. And financial, Mad City Money is at no cost to any of the high schools. Really, we go in. We're partnering now a bit with Ministry of Education. This project currently is funded by CARSI, which is Central American Regional Security Initiative, through the U.S. Embassy. And it's done in collaboration with all of our credit unions. And like I said, Ministry of Education likes it because there's a simulation part to it. So they've come in now and they're partnering with us. So these are things that we're doing for our youth in Belize, and we encourage our schools and our principals, our teachers to partake.
And the only thing is that we ask for the Mad City Money simulation is just space and time. We bring in everything. We bring in the materials. We bring in down to writing utensils if you need to. We even provide a snap for the students. So you literally don't have to worry about everything. It's coordinated by your local credit union. So all we're asking the school for is just space and time, and we will do all the facilitation from there. Teacher could literally take a break at that point.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining us. And we look forward to seeing you on Friday for the quiz competition at the
So Isan
Octavia
is
Week.
telling us he'll be there to
Yeah.
cover.
I'll put it on my
Thank you, Isan.
schedule and see how that works out. But be optimistic. One of us will be there.
Okay.
Alright, so
Thank you.
we're going to take our final commercial break, and when we come back, Dickie and I are going to provide a wrap-up of today's show, and that's what's going to take place following this commercial break.